On the scene, on the story. News 9 starts now.
Breaking news at 6:30. A house catches fire on the southwest side. Chris Gilmore live with the update right now.
Plus, one man is stabbed, another beaten with a baseball bat. Sylvia Corkill is following this early morning assault.
And weekend rain gives firefighters a leg up on those deadly wildfires. We have an update from the northwest part of the state, and we'll tell you how you can be a part of helping those folks out tonight. A telethon right here on News 9. Good morning. I'm Robin Marsh.
I'm Lacey Lowry. Let's get over to Jed. And Jed, beautiful sunrise shot right behind you.
Yeah, Amy, my producer, got these lined up for me. Got a great shot out there this morning. You can see lots of sunshine out the door this morning. Beautiful shot. That sun officially comes over the horizon about 6:46 this morning. So we're going to have a beautiful sunrise, a cool start this morning. A little rain, though, is showing up early this morning. Let's check that out on Storm Shield. You can see a few little spots of rain up near Arnett, Slapout, Knowles, and Beaver. These will be moving into the state, but these will stay up in northwest Oklahoma this morning. We'll put the chances on the low side for anything as far as any measurable rain goes, but a possibility there, 30-40% out toward the panhandle. Again, right now looks good, 52 right now. Northwest winds at 6. Cool start with the morning temperature starting out in the 40s and 50s. Temperatures, though, zooming upward today near 70 by lunchtime. We'll be up in the 70s through the afternoon. We'll call this a 5-star forecast through and through. It looks great. Light winds, sunshine, and warm temps. We'll check that rain chance. It's coming up in just a few minutes.
Breaking news right now. Oklahoma City police are investigating an early morning stabbing.
Let's go to Sylvia Corkill live at Northeast 13th and Kate with the details. This is kind of bizarre. Looks like Lover's Triangle, maybe. Sylvia?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, Robin. We do know that there was a girlfriend, her boyfriend, here at this house behind me when her ex showed up and kicked in the back door. Trying to defend himself, police tell us the new boyfriend grabbed a bat, hitting the suspect over the head. Police tell us that's when the woman's ex pulled out a knife and stabbed the victim. Suspect ran away but was found a short time later and taken to a local hospital to get checked out before heading off to jail. Now, we're told the stabbing victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries. As far as the girlfriend is concerned, she also went to jail. Police tell us she had an outstanding felony warrant for her arrest. Live on the scene on the story in Northeast Oklahoma City, Sylvia Corkill, News 9.
Sylvia, thanks. Also breaking news, some commotion on the southwest side of Southwest 22nd and Penn, a house fire this morning.
Our Chris Gilmore is live on the scene with new information for us. Chris?
Good morning. Firefighters have cleared the scene, but you can still see all of the damage left over from this fire. This is part of the duplex that caught on fire. Firefighters tell us that this same duplex caught on fire less than a week ago. They responded here shortly after 4 o'clock this morning to find this section of the duplex fully involved. You can see it's very much destroyed right now. Firefighters do tell us that they believe, according to neighbors, that there were some squatters living inside the structure at the time. They called the structure what they call an open vacant. There was no locks on the door at the time. They had easy access. They spent about little more than an hour trying to get these flames extinguished. There were no injuries to report and no one inside the home at the time, as I mentioned, once they arrived. So they will not be investigating this as they do a normal structure house fire with injuries or witnesses involved. We still will be keeping on top of this case and bringing you the very latest as best as we can. Reporting live on the scene on the story from the southwest side, Chris Gilmore, News 9.
Happening right now at 6:33, an arrest warrant has been issued for a man accused of kidnapping his ex-girlfriend. Here's his picture. His name, Floyd Ball Jr. Investigators say he took a woman from a Purcell restaurant. She somehow convinced him to drive back to Purcell. She got out and called 911. Police, though, say Ball may be driving a 99 green Camry, a 4-door with the Oklahoma tag DYY804. Call police if you know anything about this case.
Meanwhile, Oklahoma City police are trying to figure out if someone was actually kidnapped on Saturday night. They say a young man called 911 for help from a park near Northwest 29th and Ann Arbor. 2 witnesses described seeing the teen and someone forcing him into a car that night.
We've checked missing persons reports and nobody matching this description has been reported missing from over the weekend. So if anybody has any information, please let us know.
The only description of a possible suspect is a white man wearing a puffy coat in a dark-colored 4-door car.
Well, good morning, everyone. Let's check in with our traffic tracker, Bill Fig Newton. Good morning, Fig. Did you see any accidents outside this morning?
Good morning, Robin. Well, I just came through an accident. It's eastbound I-40 in the center lane, just around the Oklahoma City Boulevard exit. Looks like 3 cars were involved. I didn't see anyone being extricated or anything like that. I don't think there are any injuries. OHP is on the scene, but traffic is starting to back up. This is eastbound I-40 at the Oklahoma City Boulevard exit. Back to you.
Thank you so much. And if you're driving on I-40 to I-44, it looks like traffic is going to be slower in that commute. Good morning, Norman. If you're going northbound to 240 on I-35, 11 minutes. I-35 to I-40 on 240, 10 minutes. And then coming in from East Midwest City, headed to I-35, traveling on I-40, it'll take you about 10 minutes. Back to you guys.
Well, this morning we are learning more about the troubled past of that suspect in the Nashville Waffle House shooting that has been arrested. Allie Brooks right now at the Alert Desk. She joins me with the very latest. Allie, good morning.
Good morning, Robin. Travis Reinking is under arrest and booked on 4 counts of criminal homicide. His guns were taken away because of a previous incident, but his father gave them back to him, which may be considered a violation of federal law. Now, cell phone video you can see right here shows the moment police brought the 29-year-old out of the woods near an apartment complex about a mile from where the shooting happened. Authorities say Reinking had a history of being hostile towards police, even delusional, believing that singer Taylor Swift was harassing him. Last June, he threatened someone with an AR-15, and a month later, he was arrested by the Secret Service for crossing security barriers in an attempt to talk to the president. Reinking is now being held on a $2 million bond. From the Alert Desk, Allie Brooks, News 9.
Back here at home, prosecutors in Michael Bever's murder trial are expected to call more first responders today. Bever is on trial for the murders of his parents and 3 siblings in Broken Arrow. The first paramedic on the scene testified yesterday saying this was the bloodiest scene he has witnessed in his 15 years on the force. We're also expecting to hear from Michael Bever himself through a videotaped statement that he actually gave to Broken Arrow police.
A state investigator who tried to shut down the Scientology-based drug rehab center Narcan Arrowhead settles her lawsuit with the state. Kim Poff says her attempt to shut down the facility got her fired from the Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse, and then she lost her job with DHS after her attorney told News 9 about the case.
This settlement is some kind of vindication to show that she didn't do anything wrong.
DHS says the litigation does not determine any liability. The settlement is more than $200,000.
Well, as Republican Congressman Jim Bridenstine takes his new seat as NASA's new administrator, that means Oklahoma is now in need of a new lawmaker. Our Grant Herms joins us now with what Bridenstine wants to do first at NASA and what it may cost the state to replace him here.
Well, good morning. Bridenstine was sworn in yesterday by Vice President Mike Pence, who gave a rousing speech about the future of NASA under the Tulsa congressman. Bridenstine is the most contentious NASA administrator in the agency's history. He was narrowly confirmed after senators raised questions about his stance on LGBTQ issues, his thoughts on climate change, which NASA is in charge of monitoring, and he's the first non-scientist to lead the science-based agency. But he was able to convince senators his vision for American space exploration would be nonpartisan.
NASA represents what is best about the United States of America. We lead, we discover, we pioneer, and we inspire. I look forward to our journey together.
Bridenstine officially resigned his seat yesterday before being sworn in, and now it's up to the governor to call a special election. She cannot appoint someone to the seat like she could in the Senate. According to the state election board, it could cost north of $600,000 to hold that special election. Right now, it's unclear if the governor can decide not to hold a special election and leave the seat vacant until November. Already 10 candidates have filed to take over for Bridenstine. Live in the newsroom, Grant Herms, News 9.
Ranchers are getting a look at what the devastating wildfires left behind in northwest Oklahoma. Right now, we know 286,000 acres burned in Dewey County. The Ray fire now 74% contained. And the 34 complex fire closer to Woodward is 94% contained. It burned 62,000 acres. 70 homes and buildings were destroyed. News 9 is partnering with the Red Cross to help out wildfire victims tonight. Healing the Heartland Telethon will air from 7 to 8 right here on News 9 this evening. We also have a tab on news9.com with ways you can help wildfire victims.
A little healing in the form of rain. Jed's here with the details.
Yeah, rain chances will be going up, but I got a beautiful shot. I want to show this to you real quick.